Hello and welcome back to this video. This is my second time of recording because I've just done a whole spiel, which wasn't that great to be honest, so maybe it was a good thing that it didn't actually record. But yeah, I did a whole spiel and then found out that it hadn't actually recorded any of it, so we start again. It's the first time this has happened to me, so we're just going to go with the flow, I guess. Anyway, Camp NaNo is here. I said last week that I would be doing introducing you to my Camp NaNo project this year and what I was doing. I'm going to be completely honest, completely candid. I've done actually nothing towards my Camp NaNo project at the moment. I'll explain why in a little while, but before I do that, let me explain what Camp NaNo is. Camp NaNo is an offshoot of NaNoWriMo, which takes place every year in November. I've done a few videos last year about Nano. I did a couple of videos last year about camp as well. NaNoWriMo is basically where authors all over the world try to write 50,000 words in 30 days in the month of November towards their project, whatever that may be. Camp NaNo takes place in April and July. They're kind of like an offshoot of Nano. And that's where you get to choose your own goals. It's kind of a bit more relaxed, not as frantic, which is just as well, because otherwise I'd be well behind and I'll be pretty much out of the game at this point, I reckon. But anyway, so more relaxed. I didn't take part in April camp because Lessons in Love was still very much, I was still in the editing trenches for Lessons in Love, and I didn't have enough creative space or time to kind of dedicate to anything new. So I just skipped Camp NaNo in April, which is why I'm doing it this month, because I am now ready. Lessons in Love is on pre-order, which, by the way, you can pre-order down below. The links will be down in the description box. But I'm now ready to start a new project, which I have spoken about last week and last month as well. So if you've been watching those videos, you'll know kind of what I'm doing. Well, you'll certainly know what series and what book I'm working on, although you won't know the project yet because that's still under wraps until I reveal it in this video. Before I go on to tell you what my project is for Camp NaNo, I just want to remind you that, as I said before, Lessons in Love is available now for pre-order. Links down below in the description box, and it's the second story in the Appleford series, which is basically a small town cozy romance set in the Cotswolds in the UK. So if that's your kind of thing, you definitely need to check this series out. I've done a live reading of Not Just for Christmas on my YouTube channel, which I will link up in the cards for you somewhere along there. And so if you're interested in seeing what that's all about, go ahead, check that out, listen to I did a first chapter reading of that story, and definitely check it out if you're a fan of Christmas in July like I am. I'm even watching Christmas films at the moment as well, so there you go. We all have our weak spots. It's a nice relief from the July weather outside. Anyway, yes, so back to today's video. As I said, I am now that Lessons in Love is getting ready to be released on the 18th of July, I am now ready to revisit my Viking Saga series. So I'm going back to that. As I've explained in a couple of my other videos, I have been rereading Call of the Valkyries, which is the first book in that series. I am currently rereading The Rising Storm, which is book number 2, and taking notes and things like that. And that all links to my Camp NaNo project. So without further ado, I'm going to hop over to the NaNo website and introduce you to my topic. So this is the NaNo dashboard. This is my NaNo dashboard. And over here it says welcome to camp. This is my handle, so if anyone wants to follow me, you're more than welcome. This is the title of my Camp NaNoWriMo project, and as you can see, I've literally made 0 progress. I picked 15,000 words because they ask you to pick a word count, and quite frankly I didn't know where else to go for, so I just went 15,000 seems like a good job, but really I'm not really counting words necessarily, I'm counting how much progress I can make on my actual series Bible. So yeah, that is my my challenge for this month. So there you have it. That is my Camp NaNo project, to create a series Bible for the Viking saga in Notion. I'm using Notion more and more now, and next week I intend to bring you a little tour of how I'm using Notion as my second brain. And if you've read Tiago Forte's Building a Second Brain, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, you'll find out all about it next week. I intend to try and I've tried doing a series Bible before in Google Docs, but that wasn't working for me. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to take some of what I built in Google Docs and transfer that over to Notion. I've also been watching some really awesome YouTube videos, one of which that's been really helpful is Brittany Wang's video about how to build a series Bible in Notion, which I will link below. In fact, any video that I mention in this video will be linked below. So yeah, if you're interested at all in building series Bibles or Notion, go and check those out. Last week I also attended the AuthorTube writing conference, and there was some world building videos that I found really useful on there, and also which I haven't seen yet, so I can't say how good they are, but I'm hoping that they'll be really good. But there are also some videos about how to build series Bibles in Notion over there as well. So again, I will link the AWC playlist up in the cards and down below. So if you do want to go and check that out, it was a totally free weekend. There was a ton of videos about anything to do with writing, from budgeting to planning to world building, and everything in between, basically. But so that is, if you're interested in writing, that is definitely something you should check out. So that's it. That's my Camp NaNo project in a nutshell. Building a series Bible. Wish me luck, because I think it's going to be a bit of a learning curve for me, but we'll get there. I'm sure I'll get there. I have a vision in my mind of how I want it to look. It's just getting that vision from my head into Notion, basically. But I will be bringing you a follow-up video at the end of this month where I hopefully can show you some things from there. Obviously not everything, because some things will be spoilers potentially. I don't want to do that. But yeah, what I can show you, I will show you, and I will be, yeah, like I say, following it up at the end of this month, just to let you know how it all went, and if I was successful. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm tracking how that 15,000 words part of the Nano thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be tracking it on the Nano website, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and I'll figure it out as I go along. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see how far I can get, and then that's it, basically. We'll see from there where I am at the end of the month. So yeah, as I say, I'll keep you updated. I will probably update on Instagram, and maybe even here on the community post or in shorts or something. So keep your eye out for that. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do that. Hit the like button. Share this video if you want to spread the word about Camp NaNo and about my channel. That would be amazing. And I will see you next week for a brand new video and a tour of my second brain. So see you later. Bye.